Right, I think we've finally established a live connection. I've just had my text message from Laura. Couple of things. Firstly is to obviously welcome you to hopefully not only the first Aspray quiz, but possibly not only the last. So one of the reasons that we are doing this is Aspray have supported the firefighters charity for a number of years now. And we love the work that they do, providing vital health and well-being support for the UK's fire services community. However, the coronavirus pandemic has brought their traditional fundraising to a halt. Unfortunately, the charity is not eligible for government support, so our help is needed more than ever. Firefighters are key workers in the current pandemic, and they are still out there doing their jobs. We've posted the links below so you can access direct to their charity website, but we've also put the direct Just Giving page. So any donation, no matter how small it is, we'll be very much appreciative of that. So we'll crack on with the quiz. There's going to be 2 rounds, short break, another 2 rounds, and then 1 break, and then we'll finish with the round number 5. Note to self, I've got dressed up for the occasion, but there was obviously couldn't find a dicky bow, so I think that's on the dance floor of Aspray's conference back in November somewhere. So if anyone's picked it up, please mail it to Aspray head office. So without further ado, we're 2:05. Let's hit with our first quiz question, or first round, should I say. Round 1 is going to be TV and film. Question 1. Mary Poppins is nanny to which TV family? That's Mary Poppins is nanny to which TV family? Question 2. Now, I didn't know this. What is Scooby-Doo's full name? I won't do the impression, but Scooby-Doo, full name. Question 3. At the 2017 Oscars, which actress incorrectly announced La La Land as Best Picture instead of the actual winner, Moonlight? Now, probably our American viewers might know that quicker because we'll obviously all been asleep when the Oscars is on. Question 4. True or false? The catchphrase, "Beam me up, Scotty," has never been said in any Star Trek TV series or film. That's true or false. The catchphrase, "Beam me up, Scotty," has never been said in any Star Trek TV series or film. Question 5. Which British actor died while still filming his supporting role in Ridley Scott's Gladiator? Good afternoon, Audrey. Thank you for... I forgot to mention that. There is a comment section, because at the moment I'm just sat in my lounge, looks like talking to myself, which I don't mind talking, but yeah, please do mention anything in the comments, give me shouts, say hello. Please obviously don't put the answers, because that wouldn't be fun at all. But let's carry on. Question 6. How many of Snow White's 7 dwarfs have names ending in the letter Y? That's how many of Snow White's 7 dwarfs have names ending in the letter Y. Question 7. Who played Elliot's little sister, Gertie, in the film E.T.? Who played Elliot's little sister, Gertie, in the film E.T.? Question 8. What is the most expensive film ever made? What is the most expensive film ever made? Good afternoon, Graham, Sarah and Lindsay. Looks like there's more conversation going on in there, or paying attention to my quiz. Question 9. Who plays Danny Ocean in the movies Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12 and Ocean's 13? Good afternoon, Alan. Hope you're very well. Question 10. What is the name of the second James Bond film? What is the name of the second James Bond film? So that concludes TV and film. 10 questions. There is a point for each question. And we'll come on to the answers to round one once we've just finished round two. So, any guesses for round two? Of course, sport and leisure. We can never have a pub quiz without sport and leisure. So, question number one. What is the official national sport of India? What is the official national sport of India? I think I know that one. In which city do the Blues and the Villains play football? In which English city do the Blues and Villains play football? Definitely got that one. Question number 3. In a game of English drafts, how many pieces are on the board at the start of play? In a game of English drafts, how many pieces are on the board at the start of play? Question 4. The wood of a cricket bat is traditionally made from which type of tree? That's the wood of a cricket bat is traditionally made from which type of tree? Question 5. Which boxer was known as Louisville Lip? Which boxer was known as the Louisville Lip? I must give a brilliant shout out to Laura because Laura actually put these questions together, so I cannot take any credit for these. I've just seen Audrey put a message on there. Where should we put the answers? You're probably best just writing them on a piece of paper and then being honest to yourselves to score yourself correctly when we go through the answers. And as I said, it's 1 point for each answer. Hello, Jane. So, question number 6. What does the Olympic motto, Citius Altius Fortius, mean? Now, I should have read some of these questions before because I hope I pronounced that right. What does the Olympic motto, Citius Altius Fortius, mean? I have not got a clue. Question 7. Can you name the 7 positions of a netball team? Can you name the 7 positions of a netball team? I've definitely got one because my fiance always tells me that's the position she played. Question 8. How many white squares are there on a chessboard? How many white squares are there on a chessboard? Question number 9. How many different topics are there in a game of Trivial Pursuit? That's how many different topics are there in a game of Trivial Pursuit? Reza, I will not be singing any football chants. This is open to every team player, please. Which Israel footballer was the first player to score Premiership, Champions League and FA Cup hat-tricks? That's which Israeli footballer was the first player to score Premiership, Champions League and FA Cup hat-tricks? So that also concludes round 2, sport and leisure. So hopefully you've put all your answers on a piece of paper. Let's go back through the first 20 questions and score yourself honestly with 1 point per question. Sarah Holmes is off to the bar. Anyone wants a drink? I've got coffee. Drink responsibly, I must say. We are obviously live on YouTube, so there's the caveat in there. So we'll just give it another minute before I go through the answers. I'll just sit here and talk to myself. What would be nice, I tell you what, in the comment section, please give me a shout where you are in the country. So obviously don't give full addresses because that would be wrong. But if you can just name the town or city that you're in, let's see if we've got all 4 corners of the UK covered. James is requesting a G&T. I thought it would have been maybe some sort of shot. Okay, so Pont-le-File, Colchester, Rochester, Sunderland, Notting Hill, Runcorn. Runcorn, not too far from me then, Alan. Manchester, Jack Parkhouse, Hampshire. Oh, I'm in Penwortham, if anyone wants to know. Steve's in sunny Sheffield. Is it sunny? I would have thought it would have been rainy, like a little bit outside in my neck of the woods. Right, let's get on with answers. So, TV and film. Question 1. Mary Poppins is nanny to which TV film? The Banks Family. So that'll be 1 point if you've got The Banks Family. Question 2. What is Scooby-Doo's full name? Scoobert-Doo. Now, we probably have to have the exact spelling of Scoobert. So, you can't put Scoob-Doo. So make sure it is the spelling there. Question 3. At the Oscars in 2017, which actress incorrectly announced La La Land as Best Picture instead of the actual winner, Moonlight? And that was Faye Dunaway. That does ring a bell to me now, Faye Dunaway. Graham's gone a little bit upmarket. Pina Colada, Rodney. Perry put Scoobert, but no do. So, unfortunately, Perry, you do need Scoobert-Doo. Oh, fantastic. True or false? The catchphrase, "Beam me up, Scotty," has never been said in any Star Trek TV series or film. True. Now, I'm not a Star Trek buffer, but that is a great question. So, true is the answer. Umbrella in it. And good afternoon, Andrea, Ramsbottom. That's another shout out. I keep getting distracted by the comments. It feels like I've got a room full of people now. Question 5. Which British actor died while still filming his supporting role in Ridley Scott's Gladiator? That would be Oliver Reed. So that's another point. How many of Snow White's 7 dwarfs have names ending in the letter Y? So we've got 5. Dopey, Grumpy, Sneezy, Sleepy, Happy. You don't have to name them all. It's just if you've got 5 as your answer, that is 1 point. Who played Elliot's little sister Gertie in the film E.T.? And that was Drew Barrymore. I didn't know that. Drew Barrymore. Question 8. What is the most expensive film ever made? Pirates of the Caribbean, On Stranger Tides. Now, I'd imagine most, if you've got that right, you've probably put Pirates of Caribbean. We will give that 1 point. You don't have to get the actual on Stranger Tides. We will be slightly fair on that. Question 9. Who plays Danny Ocean in movies Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12 and 13? And that is, of course, not my doppelganger, George Clooney. George Clooney. Doesn't he he resides in Berkshire now, I think. Anyway, useless fact. What is the name of the second James Bond film? And that is From Russia with Love. Okay, so you should have a score out of 10 on round 1, but don't post your scores just yet. Let's get round 2 answers done, which was sport and leisure. Question number 1, what is the official national sport of India? Field hockey. These braces came all the way from Australia at a wedding that I was at. Somehow I managed to come back from Australia with braces, but not a dicky bow from Manchester's conference. So that's field hockey. Well done, Perry, with 7. Question number 2. In which English city do the Blues and the Villains play football? And that is, of course, Birmingham. Quite rivals those two, Birmingham and Aston Villa. Question 3. In a game of English drafts, how many pieces are on the board at the start of play? And that is 24. 24 pieces in English drafts. Not played that since I've been on a sun lounger in 1995. Question number 4. The wood of a cricket bat is traditionally made from which type of tree? And that is, of course, a willow tree. Question number 5. Which boxer was known as the Louisville Lip? And that is Muhammad Ali. Fantastic question, that. I did not know he was called Louisville Lip. Question number 6. What does the Olympic motto Citius, Altius, Fortius mean? Faster, higher, stronger. That's faster, higher, stronger. That is obviously 1 point. Sarah's stuck at the bar. Terrible. I suppose it's 5 o'clock somewhere in the world, isn't it? Question number 7. Can you name the 7 positions of a netball team? Okay, so we've got goalkeeper, goal defence, wing defence. Wing defence. Sorry, let's start that again. Goalkeeper, goal defence, wing defence, centre, wing attack, goal shooter. And that is 1 point for all 7. Goalkeeper, goal defence, wing defence, centre, wing attack, goal shooter. Question number 8. How many white squares are there on a chessboard? And that is 32. 16 on either side. So that's how many white squares on chessboard. And that's 32. I've got cheese on my mind for some reason. It's not even Christmas. Question number 9. How many different topics are there in a game of Trivial Pursuit? And that is, of course, 6. Don't have to name them all, but it might be very similar to our quiz. Lauren, and for those whose first language is English. I assume you're going back to the Olympic one. Question number 10. Which Israeli footballer was the first player to score Premiership, Champions League and FA Cup hat-tricks? And that is, of course, Yossi Benayoun. Now, I think a lot of people would probably think it would have been Mohamed Salah, possibly. But Yossi Benayoun probably split that across Liverpool and maybe Chelsea. My favourite team, not too sure. But Yossi Benayoun. So, that concludes round 1s and round 2 question and answers. You should have a score out of 20. If you would like to post those scores in the comments, let's see who we've got who we can make as our perfect pub quiz team to send to win round all the country. and I'll look out for them while they're coming through. Well done, Jane. You got Yossi Benayoun. Fantastic. Brilliant. Keith Sullivan's got 13. It's not bad. That's definitely, I mean, that's the level so far. Perry, 15. Sorry, Keith, he's just beat by 2. Steve, 10. Fantastic. Has anyone got 16 or more? Andrew and Richard, 12. Oh, Jane. You've probably got an advantage then, a sports reporter. Fantastic. Audrey, 4. Do you know what? Honesty, I like that. Alan, 10 out of 20, mid-table. Bit like a Stoke, maybe. Sarah Holmes, 8. Maybe if you were less at the bar, you might have done a bit better. Right, round 3, geography. Sarah Clark, well done, 9. Question number 1. This is where I'm going to really not do too well. In which country are there 6 villages called Silly, 12 called Billy, and 2 called Pratt? Oh my God. Oh, really? Fantastic. In which country are there 6 villages called Silly, 12 called Billy, and 2 called Pratt? Let's hope they're not headed up by Tom, Richard, and Harry. Question number 2. In which English county can you see a signpost that reads Ham half miles? Oh God. In which English county can you see a signpost that reads Ham half mile, Sandwich 3 miles? Oh my God. Oh God, that's hilarious. Oh, I should have read geography round. Brilliant. Question number 3. What is the closest capital city to the equator? What is the closest capital city to the equator? Interesting. Jack Parkhouse, I went to school in Sandwich. There's nothing to find. Oh, yeah. Sorry, mate. I mean, it just gave me the giggles. Question number 4. What 2 colours featured on the flag of Poland? That's what 2 colours feature on the flag of Poland? Question number 5. In which 2 countries are located closest to the North Pole? Which 2 countries are located closest to the North Pole? Question number 6. What river flows through Damascus? What river flows through Damascus? I think I'm pronouncing that right. Apologies if I'm not, but luckily we've got the questions onto the stream. Question number 7. What is the largest ocean on Earth? Oh, brilliant, Perry. Did you travel by Rolls? Oh, God. Question number 7. What is the largest ocean on Earth? By the way, did anyone get more than 15? Perry's in the lead at the moment. Question 8. The M1 motorway is how many miles long? Oh, I should know this. How many miles is the M1? Don't know that, unfortunately. Question number 9. The Great Barrier Reef is off the coast of which Australian state? That's the Great Barrier Reef is off the coast of which Australian state? Should know that. I was there at Christmas. Question 10. Which D is a northern England town on the banks of the River Skerne? That's for our northerns out here. Which D is a northern England town on the banks of the River Skern? Not too sure on that. Okay, so that is round 3, geography. Let's look at going into, of course, round 4, music. Now, caveat here. 1, we're not allowed to play music. And 2, I will not be singing the lyrics because that's not the idea of the questions. I will be reading out some lyrics and you will have to get the artist or band with the song title, and it will be 1 point for each. So this round number 4, is out of 20. So, without further ado, question number 1. Come on, turn the radio on. It's Friday night and it won't be long. Who sang that? Artist or band? And what is the song called? Come on, turn the radio on. It's Friday night and it won't be long. Okay, question number 2. Blue Jean Baby, LA Lady, seamstress for the band. That's Blue Jean Baby, LA Lady, seamstress for the band. Which band or artist, and what's the song called? Okay. Question 3. Your lights are on, but you're not home. Your mind is not your own. Question 3. Your lights are on, but you're not home. Your mind is not your own. Sounds to me there's nothing going on in there. Which band or artist sang those lyrics and what is the song called? Question 4. She's into superstitions, black cats and voodoo dolls. She's into superstitions, black cats and voodoo dolls. Definitely got this one. This used to definitely be a bit of a banging tune back in the day, wasn't it? Question 5. Well, I remember every little thing as if it happened only yesterday. Question 5. Well, I remember every little thing as if it happened only yesterday. Which band or artist sang those lyrics and what is the song called? Okay. Question number 5. Well, I remember every little thing as if it happened only yesterday. Well, I remember every little thing as if it happened only yesterday. So which band or artist sang those lyrics? Perry's struggling with the music round. Can anyone overtake him after rounds 3 and 4? Okay. Question number 6. If you see a faded sign by the side of the road. If you see a faded sign by the side of the road. Who sang those lyrics? I think I've only got one in this. Terrible. Question 7. In the town where I was born lived a man who sailed to sea. In the town where I was born lived a man who sailed to sea. Question 8. Homegrown alligator, see you later. Gotta hit the road, gotta hit the road. That sounds like a tune, doesn't it? Homegrown alligator, see you later. Gotta hit the road, gotta hit the road. I can just picture that one. Question 9. There's a loving in your eyes all the way. If I listen to your lies, would you say I'm a man without conviction? There's a loving in your eyes all the way. If I listen to your lies, would you say I'm a man without conviction? No, not got that one either. Oh, fantastic. You've obviously got a good pub quiz guru in there, Sarah. 7-year-old has just got that one. Oh, I wonder what music you play then. Because I haven't got a clue of these. Must be some modern ones in here. Question 10. In my imagination, there is no complication. I dream about you all the time. That's in my imagination, there is no complication. I dream about you all the time. So, just as a reminder, that round is 2 points. So, 1 point for the artist or band, and a second point for the song title. So these 2 rounds are out of a points of 30. Now, I will just take 2 minutes this time, just in case anyone does need to grab a glass of water, have a toilet break, have a vape, whatever it might be. We will just take 2 minutes. What I will just, as a reminder, if there is anyone still sat on the other end of this, please do take a look at the links below. We have put the direct link to the firefighters charity, which Aspray support, and obviously we've put our direct Just Giving page, which will donate direct to the firefighters charity. So please do take a look at those links. They're doing a tremendous job and probably doing more than they do, certainly during this pandemic that we're in. So we'll just take just a minute or so while people run around their houses. I do hope people are on the other end of this. So as a reminder, these next 2 rounds are going to be out of 30. So we've got Perry in the lead with 15, but struggles slightly with the music. So we'll certainly see how we go. Oh, great emojis those are, Alan. The fire trucks, fantastic. Okay, so that's been a couple of minutes, I think. Let's revisit the answers to round number 3, which was obviously geography. Question 1 was, in which country are there 6 villages called Silly, 12 called Billy, and 2 called Pratt? That is France, of course. So that is 1 point. Oh, brilliant, Andrea. Question 2. In which English county can you see the signpost that reads Ham half mile, Sandwich 3 miles? And that is, of course, Kent. I managed to read that question without even laughing this time. Brilliant question, that. So question 2 is Kent. Question 3. What is the closest capital city to the equator? And it's the capital of Ecuador, Quito. I think that's how you say it. It's the capital of Ecuador, Quito. Question 4. What 2 colours feature on the flag of Poland? And that is, of course, red and white. So it's 1 point for red and white. Question 5. Which 2 countries are located closest to the North Pole? And that's Canada and Greenland. So that's 1 point for both of those countries, Canada and Greenland. Question 6. What river flows through the Damascus? That is, of course, the Barada River. The Barada River. Question 7. What is the largest ocean on Earth? And that is the Pacific Ocean. What is the largest ocean on Earth? The Pacific Ocean. Question 8. The M1 motorway is how many miles long? So I had to read that then, because I was thinking, I wasn't far off. I was going to say about 187. It's 193.5 miles. M1 motorway is 193.5 miles. Question 9. The Great Barrier Reef is off the coast of which Australian state? And that is Queensland. Great Barrier Reef is off the coast of which Australian state? Queensland. Question 10. Which D is a Northern England town on the banks of River Skerne? And that is, of course, Darlington. Darlington. So again, that is maximum points will be 10. Don't post them yet into the comment section. Let's just hang on until we've completed the answers to the music round. Now, remember, this is a point for band or artist and a point for the song title. So, come on, turn the radio on. It's Friday night and it won't be long. Cheap Thrills by Sia. Cheap Thrills by Sia. Question 2. Keith Sullivan, not Darwin then. You spelled Darwin wrong. It's got an E. E, not an I. Question 2. Blue Jean Baby, LA Lady, Seamstress for the band is, of course, Tiny Dancer by Elton John. Point for Tiny Dancer and point for Elton John. Question 3. Your lights are on, but you're not home. Your mind is not your own. That is Addicted to Love by Robert Palmer. So a point for Addicted to Love and a point for Robert Palmer. Question 4. She's into superstitions, black cats and voodoo dolls. Definitely got this one right. Living La Vida Loca by Ricky Martin. Living La Vida Loca by Ricky Martin. Question 5. Well, I remember every little thing as if it happened only yesterday. And that's Paradise by the Dashboard Light by Meatloaf. Didn't get that one. Paradise by the Dashboard Light by Meatloaf. Point for each. Question 6. If you see a faded sign by the roadside of the road. And that is Love Shack by the B-52s. If you see a faded sign by the side of the road, Love Shack by the B-52s. Question 7. In the town where I was born lived a man who sailed to sea. Of course, it's Yellow Submarine by the Beatles. Yellow Submarine by the Beatles. Did you get that one, Alan? Being sort of over towards the Wirral, going towards Merseyside? No chance, Sarah Holmes, if you sing it. Live la vida loca. That's all you're getting. If you put 20 in, I'll do 20 as well. In the town where I was born lived a man who sailed to sea. Oh, I've done that one. Throw me off sync now, Sarah. Homegrown alligator. See you later. Gotta hit the road. Gotta hit the road. And that is, of course, Shotgun by George Ezra. Shotgun by George Ezra. Question 9. There's a loving in your eyes all the way. If I listen to your lies, would you say I'm a man without conviction? Come a Chameleon by Culture Club. Of course it is. Question 10. In my imagination, there is no complication. I dream about you all the time. Of course. It's I Should Be So Lucky, Kylie Minogue. So that should be a total points out of 20 for round 4. Add in round 3, which was a total points of 10. So this should be a score out of 30. Combine that to obviously round 1s and 2. Give me some numbers in the comments. Let's see who's in the lead. Do we have anyone with more than 30 points? Who's got more than 30? Keith said, oh dear. I'm hoping you got more than... has anyone got more than 30? Steve Robinson, 13. Keith, 12. Is that 12 and 13 in total, or is that 12 and 13 just for that round? Jack Parkhouse, 30. Okay, so we've got a leader. Is anyone going to give me more than 30? Steve Robinson, total 23. Andrew and Richard, 25 out of 50. Good. Sarah, 28. Graham, 34. But my wife is very clever. Oh, brilliant. Alan, 18 on that round. 28 in total. That's pretty good. Where's our friend Perry? Have you got more than 30? Audrey, what have you got? Have you got more than 30? Graham, my daughter's amazing at music. So basically, Graham, you say you didn't get any on those 2 rounds then. Oh, brilliant. So out of 50, it's 25. Good. Audrey, 14. Good. Well, this is all to play for then. To be our first virtual quiz winner. No prizes. Just donating to a fantastic cause. Let's carry on to round 5, which is, of course, general knowledge. How many bones are there in the human body? That's how many bones are there in the human body? Oh, Perry's come, 28. So we do have a leader, which is Jack. Question 1, how many bones are there in the human body? Question 2, which Tolstoy novel begins, all happy families are like each unhappy family is unhappy in its own way? That's which Tolstoy novel begins, all happy families are alike, each unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. Question 3. Ford were the first motor company to introduce which radical innovation in 1913? That's Ford were the first motor company to introduce which radical innovation in 1913? Question 4. What does the Beaufort scale measure? Question 4 is, what does the Beaufort scale measure? Question 5. Which is Britain's oldest Sunday newspaper published for the first time in 1791? I think I know who will get that one right. Which is Britain's oldest Sunday newspaper published for the first time in 1791? Question 6. Which cocktail consists of white rum, lime juice and simple syrup? And is it in anyone's glass at the moment? Which cocktail consists of white rum, lime juice and simple syrup? Question 7. British stamps are different to any other stamps in the world as they are the only ones to not bear what? British stamps are different to any other stamps in the world as they are the only ones to not bear what? Ooh, that's a good question. Question 8. In the Monday's child rhyme, which child is full of woe? In the Monday's child rhyme, which child is full of woe? Question 9. How many months of the year have 31 days? How many months of the year have 31 days? And finally, question 10. Which Beatle led the way across the zebra crossing on the Abbey Road album cover? That is a textbook pub quiz question. You can all picture it, but which Beatle led the way across the zebra crossing on the Abbey Road album cover? Okay, so to add to the first 4 rounds, this round is again out of 10. So, without further ado, let's see what we've got and if anyone can overtake Jack's 30. Question 1. How many bones are in the human body? 206. Did anyone get 206? Put it in the comments. Let's see if anyone got that one right. Question 2. Which Tolstoy novel begins all happy families are alike? Each unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. That's Anna Karenina. Whew. That's a tough one. Graham, dear. Oh. Well done, Graham's wife. Well done, Keith's wife. Well done, Richard. Sarah's got that right. Oh, well done, Bethan. 206. Jeez. I'd never have got that. So question 2, answer is Anna Karenina. Question 3. Ford were the first motor company to introduce which radical innovation in 1913? The moving assembly line. That is interesting. The moving assembly line. Anyone get that one? Question 4. What does the Beaufort scale measure? That is the strength of wind. Strength of wind. Okay, question 5. Which is Britain's oldest Sunday newspaper? Published for the first time in 1791. That is, of course, The Observer. The Observer. Question 6. Which cocktail consists of white rum, lime juice and simple syrup? And of course it's a daiquiri. Many takes on daiquiris, but it generally has white rum, lime juice and simple syrup. Anyone drinking a daiquiri at the moment? Strawberry one. Question 7. British stamps are different to any other stamps in the world as they are the only ones not to bear what? The name of the country. Name of the country. Question 8. In the Monday's child rhyme, which child is full of woe? And of course it's Wednesday's child. Wednesday's child. Question 9. How many months of the year have 31 days? It's just a point for 7, but to obviously elaborate on it, it's January, March, May, July, August, October, and December. Question 10. Which Beatle led the way across the zebra crossing on the Abbey Road album cover? And it's John Lennon. Your typical pub quiz question, but you never remember which one it is. I never remember which one it is. So that's all the questions. Can we certainly add them all up? Round 5 was out of 10. Can we start just giving me some numbers in the comments? Has anyone beaten Jack on 30? Just a bit of fun, no prizes. Let's see what we get. I reckon there's probably a strong round from Perry, I think, on that one. Graham Dean, 40. So we've got a leader at 40. Steve, 26. Andrew and Richard, 31. Sarah, 34. I probably should say Graham and his wife and daughter. Alan, 30 at 60. Jack Parkhouse, 35. Bethan, 21. Well, it was all in the aid of a bit of fun. Just as a reminder, with what's current pandemic situation in the world, getting behind fundraisers like this for fantastic charities. They aren't able to do their usual charity event, so coming up with some different ideas. Please do share the link to friends and family. And you never know, we may just do a second pub quiz virtually, but that is totally up to Laura if she can create another 50 questions like that. Sorry, I've just seen we've got a joint leader just before I was about to end. We've got joint leaders: Jack Parkhouse 35 and Perry 35. Fantastic. Fantastic for Laura to help me and get this set up, because I've just delivered it. I've just been on the camera at the other end. Have a good afternoon, everyone, and I hope we'll all see each other in the not too distant future. Take care and stay home, stay safe.